Hey guys, been with Red Dirt Chilies. I'm gonna do 4 yellow Primos today. I thought about doing 5, but I've got like bad nausea today, so I have a puke bucket as well. But yeah, the nausea, I just don't think I can do 5. I still kind of wonder, I'll show you them really quick. I kind of wonder, they're also from 4 different plants. I thought this was a pretty stable pod, but here, I guess I'll just like this. Okay, here's the first one. They're pretty, all of them are pretty, but it's kind of like, it's more like a scorpion. This one is a little more brainy. I like this one the best, I think. I like brainy pods. I'm not like super infatuated with the tails. This one's the more of a tradition. This is like the correct look, I think, with the tail. And here is this plant's not doing too well, honestly. It has the best tail, obviously, but it's not super bumpy. But I wanted to compare the 4 plants as far as flavor. I mean, I know it's like partially per pod, but they're all, you can tell they're all different from my perspective anyway. So yeah, I wanted to see how different they would be. Because, I was just thinking about kind of like limitations of reviewing and individual pods, your personal variables, my personal variables on a day-to-day basis. And then you also have these variables like here where it's like, oh, these are different plants, they all look a little different. So I wanted to try them all, see if they would be different. Like I said, I was thought about doing 5, but my stomach is wrecked. I mean, I have a puke bucket, I might puke, I'd say 50-50. It's not from I ate 4 chocolates yesterday, and all of those chocolates are gonna be hotter than these, I think. So I should be okay, but I mean, it's gonna hurt for sure. But yeah, I just, with the nausea, I have a disease, nausea disease, so just chinense, fresh fruity. Okay. I wish I could save these seeds, but I can't because of the pepperbacterial leaf spot. I would definitely save this one. This is one I like, more traditional. Well, I guess it's Affino a little bit because it doesn't have a long tail, but I like the kind of brainier look. This one looks good too. And I think you need to start. It's like already 3 minutes, but it takes a while to prep, I guess. Those chocolates yesterday destroyed me. This is actually interesting. This is like the traditional one. I'd say this one is gonna be the hottest maybe. It's got the most stuff going on inside anyway, even though it's not bumpy. But yeah, those chocolates I had yesterday, my God. I mean, it was really hot at first, and then good God, that evening, my stomach was destroyed. So let's do it all again. Okay, first one. Sweet. Sweet than chinense. This is oh, my body is like, please don't do this. Like when I do these like heavy pod days, like I can tell it, like my breathing is getting messed up almost. I need to start eating faster. Give me a second. I'm not gonna talk for minutes too. It's making my mouth very watery. Wow. Endorphin's kicking a little bit. I feel a little bit better. See, this one tastes different. It does. They're hard on my breathing though. I don't know how to describe the taste, but it tastes very different. So that's an experiment success, I guess. That my assumption was right because those two tastes way different. Not sweet. Has to chin in after though. Similar in that way. Trying to sweat. I think my body is starting to be like, oh my god. Starting to burn the throat. Okay, 3, third pop. Starting to sweat in the face. That tasted like an orange bell pepper. Really orangey, good God. Wow. So yeah, I mean, these plants are not stable. Can't even imagine like a truly unstable one. Oh, sorry to burn. I can't do the fourth one, sorry guys. Oh. Oh. Whew. Whew. I'm like sweating profusely in my face. Wow, that's never happened to me before. Whew. Oh. Whew. Bird's worse than I thought it would, honestly. Whew. First time I've ever done like one pod stacked up like that. It really hurts. Kind of in between the throat and the back of the throat in front of the tongue. It's really hard in 4 separate ones because it's so concentrated in one area. Whew. Sorry to cut it early, I just I feel horrible today. I can't make it to the 4th. Sorry, I just can't talk. I'm like burning so hard. Sweating a lot too. I think my body's adjusting to the heavier heat and starting to pour sweat. It's really coming out from the head anyway. tonsils kind of hurt from yesterday and today. Pretty bad, honestly. Maybe these are tonsil lymph nodes, maybe. My freaking teeth, gums are cranking out pain right now too. Hit my stomach. Stomach hurts a little bit. Sorry, I need another couple minutes. I'm like really burning bad still. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. I honestly thought it would be as bad because those chalks I had yesterday, every one of them was hotter than that. Those were really hot though, and like I said, they'll burn the same. They'll taste the same, but they burn the same. So what I have to do is stacking. Just all right here really hurts. Throat burns the last one or two for me. Cramp here. Getting a rebound burn right now. Sorry if I had some hiccups. Definitely having a rebound burn. It's kind of gone up again. Kind of interesting. My tongue just like wants to stop. It's like numb. It's like wants to stop working. Give me another 30 seconds and I'll give my thoughts. Coming down some now. Another 10 seconds. All right, feeling exhausted, more so than yesterday. The burn, I mean, it was close to yesterday. I mean, I thought my tolerance would be up, but it's not. I mean, that was rough, honestly. Stacking them all together, like 1, 2, 3, same pod, stacks that pain in one area, and it's bad. My main point of doing it was, you know, there are limitations to pod reviews I'm seeing. All of these pods were from the same commercial grower, ghostpepperstore.com. At least the last couple years that I've been paying attention to them, they always grow 7 pot Primo yellow. So they grow them every year. I'm assuming they're growing them. You know, I can't really assume they're all probably non-separated. But every pot I had looked a little different, tasted very different, frankly. And it wasn't just ripeness. You know, those were different. The first two were similar. The third one tasted like an orange, at least an orange bell pepper. So, yeah, I mean, even in my own garden, they're all grown from the same seeds, the same pod, maybe. And, you know, it's so unstable that all those from different plants, you know, were pretty different. Different look, different flavor, probably similar heat. I really couldn't even tell. I was like getting overwhelmed almost immediately because I feel so bad today. So it's something to keep in mind watching your reviews, you know. That's probably something we need to, you know, focus on as a community is pod stabilization. And I honestly have thought about growing one variety, like chocolate Primatoli, for example, because it's the hottest, and trying to stabilize. But, you know, doing these videos now, you know, I think people really want to see different pods, you know, and how are you going to make a video if you're just eating the same pod every day? It's not going to work. So I can't do that, but after realizing there's so much variance, I was only going to grow 2 of every plant next year. I'm definitely going to grow 5 of my 5 favorites, and then grow like 2 of all the other, you know, just for views and stuff and videos. So anyway, so yeah, that's my opinion. We got some stabilization to do for sure. I mean, you're going to get a good pod no matter what. If you get from a reputable breeder or in the seed exchange or the Reddit PLC, you're going to get a good pod. Like all 3 of those were good. They all tasted good. They burned hard as heck. You know, I wouldn't worry about quality necessarily. It's just like keeping the variance down would be something we should, you know, look at. So I've been rambling. This video is way too long, but been with Red Chilies, and thank you for tuning in once again. Thanks, guys. Bye.